Hi guys, and welcome back to part 2 of my favorite houseplant stores in Salt Lake County. In part 1, we did do Utah County stores. This time it is Salt Lake County, and this one I'm not as familiar with this area just because I lived in Provo and I didn't go around Salt Lake all that often because I was about an hour's trip. But these are my all-time favorite, and everybody I've spoken to, it's their favorites as well. So this is a pretty comprehensive list of the ones that you need to hit when you're there. Once again, I'm going in chronological order of the least favorites to the most favorites. So kind of just the ones that you can visit if you'd like to, and the ones that you must visit when you go. Number 1 is going to be J Nurseries. This is a pretty fair priced place. It has a lot of plants. It feels like a jungle when you walk in, but it is a bit disorganized. So you feel a bit lost at times, and there's not as many like good finds that you can get there. I found when I went, a lot of the plants were very poorly taken care of. I also think that it makes a difference when you go. I think if you go when they're having a restock, or if they just got a restock, that's going to give you better chances of finding something good. But when I went, they were pretty slim pickings, if you know what I mean. There just wasn't many things to choose from. There's a lot of cactus and succulents though for a Utah shop. But in terms of actual like good full plants, there was not much. But if you are looking for a starter plant, or more so smaller plants, they are a good shop to go to. Number 2 is Paradise Palms, and this is again an amazing shop. It's one that you walk into and you feel like you are literally in like a jungle. There are so many large houseplants there that just kind of make you feel kind of like you're not in a store, but you're kind of just out exploring looking for plants. They were reasonably priced as well. It's not like as far as unique finds go, they have some, but nothing like consistent, unique in every single houseplant. It's pretty run-of-the-mill. You'll find good houseplants there, but nothing like, oh my gosh, I can't find this anywhere else type thing. But as far as quality of the plants, they're very high quality. You can tell that they really spend a lot of effort taking care of their plants and making the space look beautiful because of it. Because when the houseplants are taken care of, it makes the rest of the space look really nice as well. And this shop does a really good job with that. Number 4 on this list is Orchid Dynasty. This is a smaller houseplant shop that has a lot of just really nice plants. They have a lot of orchids, obviously, but they do have more houseplants than I thought they would. They are a smaller houseplant shop, so if you do go visit them, I would suggest hitting some of the other ones in the area, so it is kind of more of a full day of plant shopping if that is what you're looking for. But they had some very, very beautiful plants when I went, and they also had very unique pottery that I got a lot of my pots from. Their plants were all very well taken care of. This is not me saying the houseplant store is bad or anything like that in any of these cases, but I found that a lot of the plants that I saw there that day had been overwatered, and the surface, like topsoil, was kind of moldy and looked very stagnant. And not in the way that's just like, oh, not enough airflow type way, but there was like, it looked very packed in the soil, and the surface was pretty much like a film of like greenish blue mold, which isn't like something that scares me away, but I know that it can like hint to something else being wrong with them. There is the greenhouse that they keep their plants on is very humid, and they could be overwatering some of their plants. So I would just keep a lookout. If you do go to one of these stores, make sure you just check the plants, make sure that it's looking healthy and that there's nothing that seems like it could be wrong with the plants. And the last one on my list is the same one that I mentioned in my first part of this video. It is Cactus Tropicals, and the one in Salt Lake is amazing. It's better than the one in Draper in my opinion. There's more plants there, and the facility seems just a lot bigger. These plants are some of the most well taken care of plants that I've seen in Utah stores. I've seen a lot of good ones in Texas too, but we'll get around to that at a later time. But this is just, it's amazing. I love this store, and I've gotten the majority of my plants that I have from Utah at this store. For instance, my big Ficus Alaska Ruby I got from there, and their prices are all very fair. I got this big plant for $32, $33, and they have so many just like everything from large houseplants to small starter houseplants. They have the entire range. They have air plants, they have like the bamboo sticks to stake your plants. They might have moss poles at some locations. I'm not 100% sure because I wasn't checking at the time, but they have it all. So that is one that I definitely suggest you go to. And they also have a good selection of pots as well. So I would check those out when you go too. Of course, always check out the pots no matter what store you're at, but they have some really unique pots at Cactus and Tropicals, and ones that I just hadn't seen anywhere else and still haven't seen anywhere else. So they are definitely my #1 choice. Whether you're in Utah County or Salt Lake County, I would 100% check out Cactus and Tropicals. If you don't take away anything else from this video, that is the one. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if I missed any, please let me know down in the comments below. But if you enjoyed, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.